Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devai Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pakshata Deshatarine Namaste Saraswati Devai Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pakshata Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna सब लोग बोलिए हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Jai Guru Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Jai Gaur Premanande.
Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, so I would like to give an introduction before. So we have His Grace Sarvabhauma Prabhuji, and His Grace Sarvabhauma Prabhuji was born in a Pushkarna Vaishnav Brahmin family having a Radha Krishna temple for 8th generation in Methi, which is part of Rajasthan in Sindh province of Pakistan. Prabhuji did his MBBS from Sindh University in Hyderabad. Prabhuji became actively involved in spiritual movement from 1981 in Karachi. And in 1991, Prabhuji permanently retired from government service and moved to India to work under His Grace Radhanath Swami. Prabhuji delivered a series of his courses in the TV program Atma through ITV of Mumbai, featured by Sony and Star TV. Since 2004, Prabhuji is traveling and preaching far and wide in India, Pakistan and other Gulf countries. And I am very sure today's session will be enlightening us. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for giving us an opportunity tonight to be with you at this auspicious Saraswati Puja. So please chant after me for purification and concentration. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Devaki Nandanaya cha.
Devaki Nandanaya cha.
Nanda Gopa Kumaraya.
Nanda Gopa Kumaraya.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Prabhu Nityananda.
Prabhu Nityananda.
Sri Advaita Gadadhara.
Shri Advaita Gadadhara.
Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Saraswati Mahabhage Vidya Kamal Lochane Vidya Rupe Vishal Akshi Vidya Dehi Namostute. So this program is organized on Basant Panchami for invoking auspiciousness for Vidya or education. And Saraswati is a presiding deity for education. When we say Vidya, and in English when we say education, the word education means to bring out. It means you have some talents within you. that needs to be brought out. Education doesn't mean that it's like some can and you have fill in something. No. Definition of education is to bring out. Vidya, in Sanskrit, Vidya is opposite to the avidya. Avidya means ignorance. And Vidya means knowledge. And there are two types of Vidya in education. One type of education or Vidya is to maintain the body. To earn something, to have a home, to have some facilities for living, that is one education. The other Vidya is education to know oneself. Who am I? And this education is for contentment and peace in life. So you have now option here, which you want from Saraswati. Which Vidya you want? To maintain your body, or you want to be peaceful and content in your life?
Both actually.
Both. That's also good. Yes, the both are good. But if we take only one,
But sir,
then
how can knowledge take us to the path of spirituality? That is my question.
there is other part of education. And as I told you, two type of education, but the education for the maintenance of body and education for the soul. Basically, soul by nature is all cognizant. It knows everything. It is covered by ignorance. And we have learned to simply uncover the curtain of nescience, and then everything is already enlightened. So Saraswati, before creation of this world, Brahmaji was about to create. He could not see anything. He had only two words, tapa. Tapa means austerity. And this Saraswati, which in the spiritual world has its own spiritual form, she gave Brahma 18 akshar, 18 akshar, Gopal mantra. And Brahmaji chanted that mantra, and he was enlightened to create this whole universe with that knowledge. So we have two education. One education is to maintain the body, and other education is to keep ourselves satisfied, content, and peaceful. And we have to keep balance of the two. Now I'm asking you one question. You all are going to be doctor. Okay, that's good. I'm happy. You have chosen the very noble profession, the medical profession, because teacher, treater, and preacher are very near to God. Teacher, because parents, their beloved children, are handing over to the teachers for hours. If they misguide them, then everything will be finished. So teacher is a very noble profession. Treater, doctor. The patient will hand over you the full charge of their near and dear relatives, how you treat them. And preacher, like I am speaking right now, if I misguide you in my preaching, then you will be completely off the path. So three has a big responsibility: teacher, treater, and preacher, because they are very near to God. And they are most important elements in the society. So my question is, you all want to be doctor, and definitely in a due course of time when your curriculum will be over, you become doctor. So then patient will come to you and they will come in suffering. And you have to relieve their suffering. It means you have to make them happy, right? Right? My question is, do you have happiness? Are you happy? If you have happiness, then you can give happiness to others. Do you have happiness? Are you happy? The patients are looking for happiness at you. Do you have happiness? That is a problem. We don't have happiness. We are in anxiety. So first we have to be happy, then we can share happiness. And second question, I don't know what is here in Port Blair, but generally in an educational system in Bharat, when you are primary student in a primary education, and when you are a student now in a medical college, which was more peaceful? Primary. There's more anxiety now, right? You've also grown up, that's okay. But what is the one reason? In primary school, still when you reach to the school, there are prayers in the morning, right? There are prayers in the morning before your education in the primary, right? Right? And now there is no prayer, right? So basically, your all anxiety is because you have given up prayers, which was in the beginning of your education were important, because when you have a peaceful mind to enter in the class, you can really grasp a lot more. But you are already anxious in your mind. Mind will not accept things. So prayers are most important to begin the day. If you keep the God first in your life, God will keep you first. If you keep the God last in your life, then you are also last. So it's up to you what you want to decide. Again, I'm coming back to the question. Happiness is within you. It's not outside. I'm again doing the same experiment, 1 minute. You please just take a moment, fold your palms, close your eyes and repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Now my question is, any 2 or 3 among you tell me how you felt. Please tell me how you felt. What is your realization? This 2 or say maybe 30-second chanting of this mantra, how you felt, what is your name? Yes? Behind you, she want to say something. What is your name? Shania. Shania, so how you feel? What is your experience?
Relieved.
Relieved. From what? Stress. Okay. Yes, friend, what is your name?
Dr. Lakshya.
Doctor?
Lakshya.
Laksha. You have some goal.
Yeah.
Laksha means goal. So Laksha, how you feel?
Sir, only for these 30 seconds I forgot my day-to-day worries actually.
So when you forget worry, then you become what is called peaceful, right? So he become peaceful. Okay, somebody else want to share something? Voluntary, no problem. Yes? Welcome? Yes?
Calmness of mind and the inner me. Like
I can feel myself.
But you can feel
Feel the
yourself, okay?
soul, what we say.
It means we are living in a sort of traffic jam. When you have a traffic jam, and then how you feel on the road. Similarly, we have a traffic jam in our brain. So many things. So when you do this, then it appears a green light. It means you go now. There's a traffic jam in the brain also. So, stress less, calmness of mind, peace, and something else. What about you? 1, 2, 3. Then you. Yes, friend, what is your name?
Nitish.
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 Nitish. Nitish. Niti means morality. Ish means the controller of morality.
Master of right path.
Master of right path, yes. So Niti means right path and master of right path. So how you feel master of right path?
पूरा कंठ प्रफुल्लित होता.
Huh?
पूरा शरीर प्रफुल्लित होता.
Oh, पूरा शरीर प्रफुल्लित हो उठा. It's called ecstasy. Ecstasy. आनंद की लहर आ गई. From where it is coming actually? This chanting is beyond the bodily platform, mental platform, intellectual platform. It is from a spiritual platform. These are the vibrations coming from this. It is touching to the soul, and soul is by nature blissful. Soul by nature is blissful, ecstatic. When this sound touch that soul, then soul manifests its natural blissfulness. So happiness, blissfulness, peace is within you, and you have experienced within 30 seconds. It's not outside. It's not in money, it's not in other all things. It's not outside, it's within you. That is real education, which brings out your happiness and pleasure and ecstasy and bliss, which is within you. Otherwise, whole life, we are licking the bottle of the honey from outside because we don't know how to open it. We think we are happy, we have big bungalow, we have car, we have this, but inside we are empty completely. I have my friend, he's from America, we lived together for last 30 years. He said my father was doctor and he don't know how much money we have, we don't know. It was, let's say, unlimited money, and he wanted me to be the social worker. So I went for social, education of social work. Then I realized I have to be a social worker. It means I should help people to be happy, because people are suffering. So social worker has to make them happy. Then I realized I don't have happiness, and my father don't have happiness. He has so much money, but he's not happy. He has all the facility, but he's not happy. So where is happiness? It's not outside. It's within us. I'm just telling you one story. A diamond merchant purchased diamond from a diamond shop worth of 5 lakh rupees. They are this much. 5 lakh rupees diamond is this much only. Diamond is very costly, I know. And he could just keep in his pocket. But those who are looting, the dacoits, he watched that this person has purchased these diamonds. So he went to the railway station. His jurisdiction was over there, and he knew the other person who is his colleague doing same job. He said, this person is 5 lakh worth of diamond. I am handing over this case. You give me 10,000 rupees my share. And in this business, there is honesty. Though this is a dishonest business with complete honesty. And he gave 10,000 rupees. And he boarded on the same train, just opposite seat. First he went out for this washroom and eating. Then the person who purchased diamond, he went also outside. Then diamond person was sleeping peacefully and he was searching every item of that businessman. His pocket, his suitcase, his everything. And in the morning, both got up and both went to fresh up and then came back, and then ultimately the dacoit, or the person who was there to steal the diamond, he said, I'm telling you the truth. I am the person purchased you for 10,000 rupees, that you have 5 lakh rupees worth of diamond. I searched everything, but I did not find it. It cannot be false. Tell me what you did. Now time is over. It's there. He said, where did you check everything? He said, I checked all your things. He said, when you went out, I put the diamond under your pillow. You check my things, you have never checked your own things. So when you went in the morning outside, I took it out, and this is here, this is why, this is a diamond. I put it, so we are looking outside for happiness, and happiness is within us. We are searching somewhere else happiness. I see here so many people are coming as the tourists looking for happiness outside. No. Happiness is inside. I was really surprised when I went to this cellular jail to see the sound and show. All the prisoners, they were in dhoti kurta. And all those who were watching and crying were in a British dress. Is that right? Huh? What a contrast. They were thinking these our people were actually tormented and tortured, but they were in their costumes. Their consciousness is still same. Where is happiness? Happiness is a mystery. You want happiness? Then you have to be greedy to get it. You must develop a greed, not for worldly things, for the happiness which is your birthright. And only little happiness we get in this world is when somebody loves us, or we love somebody. Mother, when touches your head, you get a happiness. When you meet your friend, you get little happiness. So the happiness is within love. Love gives you happiness. And everybody's heart, in everybody's heart, love is already inbuilt. That is there. Like faith is also, and everybody has a faith. You have faith that you have come to this college and you will get degree and you become doctor, and patient have a faith that you will treat them. This is all faith. See, like faith is in us inbuilt, like the love is also within us inbuilt. We have to learn to bring out to become happy. If we love our patient, how can we love our patient? I mean, basically, we have to love. It's not they are our clients. We have not counted the heads that how much money they are going to pay. How can we make them happy? If they become happy, then you will get happiness automatically. Because if you give happiness to somebody, you will get happiness back. If you give torture to other people, you will get torture. And this is what is going on now. We actually squeeze people out. And then how can we be happy? I don't know what is the state of affair here, but medical profession has become quite, I should not say, but it's not as noble as it should be. Well, in my life, I operated so many people, I never charged a penny from anybody. I was teaching. I did my post-graduation also, and I was I left when I was supposed to be professor in basic medical sciences. Anatomy was my major subject, because then at that time I joined the spiritual movement, so I decided, well, so many people will become doctor, but how can people be happy actually? And then I decided, well, anyway, I would like to take a medical science, but where I have a vacation, where I have only teaching and no anxiety. So I went to the teaching line. And I did all this just as a service. And I retired just prematurely. After 40 years, I met all my colleagues. After 40 years, we all have become completely changed. It's very difficult to recognize one another after 40 years when you can. And I think 2017 we just get together. I went to Pakistan to meet all our friends. We were 120 we were together after 40 years of separation. Completely different life. So everybody said, I left they were knowing me as a Professor Sharma. So he said, what are your achievements? Everybody wrote. So in a souvenir I wrote, I am teacher, now I am professor, I said. Somebody said I am professor of surgery, somebody said I am professor of gynecology, I am professor of so and so. I said, I am teaching the science of soul and science of love of God. This was my post-graduation, what I am doing. And they all were surprised. They said, and they forgot my name and doctor. They were saying, so Guruji, they all, almost of them are Muslims, almost. We were only 20 or so, actually, Hindu doctors. They still call me Guruji. So what topic you have selected? Science of soul and science of love of God. I said, this is the topic I speak all over the world. I travel and I speak on the science of soul and science of love of God. Unfortunately, there's no university, no college where the science of soul is explained. And because there's no science of soul, there's no peace. Now I'm just asking you one question. What is most important in your life? Most important in your life. What is most important in your life?
Mental peace. Sir, mental peace.
Yes? You said something?
Mental peace.
Mental peace. But before that, the most important in my life is I am alive. The whole thing is useful if I am there living. So what is that which makes me living? What is the difference between dead and living body? What is missing from the living body and we declare it as a dead body? Soul. So we are living because of soul and we don't know what is soul. What is most important second in our life? I'm giving second now, second. First is soul, second. Very good. Health. If I'm healthy, then I'm useful to the society. If I'm sick, then I'm trouble for myself and for the society. Right? I must be alive and I must be healthy too. What's third thing important for you? For us?
Money.
Relations. We are social animal. If you have no relation, we are not happy. It means family. And what is the fourth important thing? To keep all this together? Money. Yes. Number 4. What we have done now, we kept number 1, money. And on the expense of that, we have forgotten soul, so there is no peace. We have forgotten health, therefore every day there is no new hospital opening. a very auspicious opening. What is auspicious in hospital? Everybody is hanging. What is auspicious in hospital? Most inauspicious, right? So we lost the health. We have no relations. The families are nuclear now. Husband and wife, proton and neutron, and both are going here and there. And children, hardly one or two, not more than that. This is the problem. What is this? And also there are some families in the world, have you heard the word Dink family? Have you heard this word Dink family? Very good, you are safe, at least around the ocean you are safe. I live in the world where there's a new slogan, Dink family. What does Dink family means? Double income, no kid. Husband and wife both work and enjoy. If the kid, then we have to take trouble. It means they don't want gynecology to be at all a subject in the medical college. Then I asked them how you came out without the children. If your father and mother also had no children, then how you came? It's nonsense. This is nonsense. So family, and therefore there is no family. Big houses, empty, only one person living there. So three things are important: our living soul, our health, our relations, and then we must have some wealth. We have given importance to the wealth. This old English saying, you know, wealth is gone, nothing is gone. Have you heard this? Wealth is gone, nothing is gone. Health is gone, something is gone. Character is gone, everything is gone. Have you heard this English saying? In old school it was taught. Wealth is gone, nothing is lost. Health is lost, something is lost. Character is lost, where character resides. There was a big conference in Nepal, and it was in 80s. And the name of conference was World Hindu Organization. Now you make a small word for World Hindu Organization. WHO objected that. How can you be WHO? Yes, it happened like that. Then we have to change the name World Hindu Federation. It was organization at that time in Nepal. And there they asked one question. Is if I need water now, then you have to give me water in some container, a glass, some bottle, something, right? So you need a container for water to transport and to be used, right? So then he asked the simple question, so what is the container in which the character resides? What is the container in which character resides? Morality resides in which character? This was a question in that big federation. And the answer came, spirituality is a container in which morality resides. Spirituality is a container in which morality resides. So spirituality has become so thin and superficial that there is no morality anywhere. No morality. It is evaporating from the planet like ether or petrol or camphor. So because we have forgotten the really love which connect everything, and love is within us already ingrained, we have actually, it's not transformed, we are actually vikrit karna. Vikrit karna means deformed. We have deformed the original love into lust. And that is the cause of all immorality, suffering, sin, and whatnot. So if we really want to be happy, then we should revive or reverse this calm back to the prema. Calm is a call of all. Calm esha krodha esha rajo guna samudbhava mahashno mahapapma vidya iyaverina. This is a question asked by the great archer Arjun from Lord Sri Krishna. Nobody wants to do sinful activity. Who is forcing them to do it? Who is actually forcing them? It appears somebody is dragging them to do wrong things. And the answer given by Lord is calm. Oh, it is only your lusty desires which are not fulfilled, then they transform into wrath, anger. And this is arising from Rajogun. I don't know how many you know Rajogun. You know something about Rajogun? We have one doctor in America, he's PhD doctor, Sri Govind. His name is, he's an American, but because he has taken the spiritual life, his name is Sri Govind. He has done research about the personality of the people. He had two groups. One group 25 persons, every day 15 minutes or 20 minutes chanting Coca-Cola, 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 Coca-Cola for 15 minutes. The other group chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram for 20 minutes. Then he has the personality of the both groups based on three modes of material nature: goodness, passion and ignorance. What in our local language is called Satogun, Rajogun, Tamogun. Those who are in mode of goodness, they aspire for knowledge and they are happy. Rajo, Sato Sanjayate Jnanam Sukha Sangad Bandhane. Rajo, if you are in mode of goodness, then you will aspire for knowledge and you will be happy. Rajo Ragatmik. Rajo means enjoyment. I want, nobody else should get it, only I should get it. And then Tamogun are the mode of ignorance, laziness, indolence, sleepiness. What do you think on Sunday? It's a good day, let us sleep, right? Break. Laziness, this is ignorance. So he actually made a list of their personality based on these three criteria: goodness, passion and ignorance. Satogun, Rajogun and Tamogun. And after the couple months of experiment, he has calculated the change in their personality. And statistically he proved that those who chanted Hare Krishna mantra, those who were in a lower grade of ignorance and laziness, they come to the higher grade. And those who were in the middle grade, they came to the first grade. But there was no change in those who were chanting Coca-Cola. They were as it is before. So he did a whole theory, he wrote the whole thesis. The chanting of the holy name transformed the personality. Transform the personality from the lower consciousness to the higher consciousness. From the suffering and stress and anxiety to the peacefulness, contentment and happiness. And this is a official PhD thesis of doctor. So on this Saraswati Puja day, I request you all students, anyway some other time if I come, I can teach some medical subject also. I love to do that anyway. I may have forgotten many things, but so on this Saraswati Puja day, may you develop desire to have, as our friend said, what is the name of our friend? Doctor? Laksha. We should have a balance of education, both Vidya. Vidya for maintenance of body and Vidya for the science of soul. If we have this balance in our body, in our life, then, well, the balance is most important. No extreme of either. Balance for you is most important. Some little time, then I'm just ending this 24 hours for everybody. In day and night, there are 24 hours. 8 hours are for your body. You sleep, you take bath, you dress, you eat. 8 hours are enough. 8 hours are for maintenance of body. You get education, your college hours are less than 8 hours, right? Yes, less than. It is not more than 8 hours. No, no duty is more than 8 hours, right? If you have like the say night duty, then you have to break. But ultimately, you count it as 8 hours duty officially.
Yes, sir. For MBBS student, it is 8 hours only, 8 to 4, 8 a.m. to
How?
4 p.m. 8 hours only.
Yeah, but I'm saying 8 hours is for your maintenance of body. 8 hours is for body to take rest. 8 hours is to earn, to learn, or to serve. That is 8 hours for you. Do business, 8 hours for you. 8 hour, third 8 hour is for you. And who are you? Soul. Already 2 parts are given to the body. Only 1 part is for these 3 things: soul, health, and relations. If you want really to be successful in life, balance your time. Who is stealing your 8 hours which are meant for yourself? That is your greatest enemy. That is really your enemy. With the very name, that is your enemy. If you are too lazy, you may sleep 2 more hours, no problem. If you are too greedy, you can work 2 more hours, but it's still 4 hours. Take a little break in your life and think really what I am doing for myself. Who am I? Ultimately, what I will get? I become doctor, I will earn money, I will have my hospital, then everything finished. I will go from this world, that's all. But shall I go empty-handed? If you gain the whole world and lose your soul, what is the gain? So, on this Saraswati Puja, I request you balance your life, both materially and spiritually. Then you will be more successful in your life. And prayer, as I already said, are most important for our peaceful endeavors in our all studies. If you are, you learn only those things in your life. You remember only those things which, when you are relaxed, you have heard and which gave you happiness, or those which have given you greatest pain in your life. Only those things you remember. So if you are really relaxed and peaceful, then you will remember what you are getting here as a student. So it is better to start your day by prayer. Maybe not be joint, but at least individually you can do that. So this is my humble request. Thank you very much. Any question or comment? I think your time is over. Any question or comment? Lakshan, our master, moral master. What master?
The right path.
Niti, kiska master? What is it? What he said? Master of?
Master of right path. Right path. Master of right path.
Right path. Ka master of right path. Very good. Interesting. Yeah, it's better, By the way, people have a good name, but they don't act according to that. Name is Dhanaram, but is begging in the street. So I pray that you should be Nitish in your whole life, in your profession. Balance your life. Thank you, Laksh. You should keep your Laksh one-pointed. You will be successful, definitely. Hare Krishna. And this, so what she gave answer. What is that? What is your name? Number 2 behind you. Shania. What is the meaning of Shania?
She went. She's not there.
Huh?
She went. She's not
She
there.
went. Oh, Shania. Yeah, she had phone or something. But okay. What's your name?
Ankita.
Ankita. Ankita means mark somewhere. You mark in your life what you want, and you achieve that goal. Thank you very much. Please stay blessed. Maybe 5 minutes. You want, you can do kirtan with the devotees and experience the bliss of the life. Hare Krishna. We can have question answer, but I think it's too late for you now. Some other time, if Krishna so desire. Few minutes. It's 43 minutes, 55 seconds. Take this. Everything is, there's a slope like this. So.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Govinda Radhe Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
संडे को इनवाइट कर लो इनको आना शायद।
हरे कृष्णा सभी भक्तों को बहुत धन्यवाद है। आप लोग बहुत अच्छा प्रोग्राम किया है यहाँ सरस्वती पूजा का महोत्सव में। तो हमारा ब्रिजिगंज में हमारा इस्कॉन मंदिर है, तो हर संडे बहुत बढ़िया से प्रोग्राम होता है, कथा होता है, भजन होते हैं, कीर्तन होते हैं, उसके बाद प्रवचन के बाद प्रसाद भी मिलता है। तो आपको लंच प्रसाद भी वहाँ रहेगा और वो जरूर सब फ्रेंड्स के साथ आइए ताकि आपको वहाँ कृष्ण कथा सुन सकते हैं। और स्पिरिचुअलिटी में आगे बढ़ना बहुत जरूरी है। तो हम लोग हर दिन शरीर के लिए बहुत खाते हैं लेकिन आत्मा के लिए कुछ खिलाता नहीं है। कम से कम आत्मा के लिए कुछ एक दिन भी वहाँ आता है तो आत्मा के लिए कुछ खाना मिल जाएगा ताकि हम लोग एक हफ्ता चला सकते हैं। बहुत धन्यवाद। आइए आपको
भोजन उधर ही करें, हम इनवाइट करो, बोला आपका लंच उधर है, हम सत्संग करेंगे उधर मिलने आए।
संडे को मंदिर।
So this Sunday I'm coming there. They should come and take
हाँ
lunch
प्रभु
with us.
जी संडे प्रभु जी वहाँ रहेगा, प्रभु जी क्लास रहेगा, तो प्रभु जी आप लोग को फायदा उठाइए। प्रभु जी वृंदावन से आए हैं यहाँ भगवदगीता पढ़ाने के लिए, और 2 दिन समय है, अगर भगवदगीता पढ़ने का समय कुछ इच्छा दिखाता है तो
इनको इनवाइट करो लंच के लिए उधर आके।
अच्छा सब आए संडे वहाँ प्रोग्राम में लंच प्रसाद करेगा, तो प्रभु की क्लास भी सुन सकते हैं। हरे कृष्ण।
अगर आप लोग आने में कोई गाड़ी का सुविधा नहीं है तो बोलने से हम लोग अरेंज करके दे देंगे, उसमें कुछ माता जी आप बता दीजिए। हरे कृष्ण।